How's everybody doing? Yeah, okay, we're getting ready for our pro chef competition here at Fayetteville Roots Festival. I love it. We got people seated. We're ready to go. We're ready to rock and roll. We're doing a dance. This is going to be a lot of fun this afternoon. So we're going to get ready. These guys don't even know the mystery ingredient yet that they're going to have to use to prepare. And also, I said before, I don't know if you heard, but 8 chefs came in, and now we've paired them off. And so we're into 4 teams. So these 2 chefs didn't know they were working with each other until maybe about 5 minutes ago. I want to introduce them to you, and then we're going to give them all a big round of applause after I get through saying everybody's name, okay? So here are our chefs as part of the Pro Chef competition this year. We've got Chef Casey Copeland, Chef Justice Mall, Chef Sean Sterling, Chef Eric Webb, Sheriff Reed. How do you say your last name? Fatek. Thank you, Reed Fatek. All the way over from Austin, Texas. We got Ann Carroll. We've got AK Blake back here, and Chef Brent Hale. Give them all a big round of applause for joining us, the chef competition today.
The mystery ingredient is not from Walmart. This is a decoy. You were excited, weren't you? Yeah. The mystery ingredient is a locally sourced Round Mountain Farms lamb rib chop. There is enough for you to like screw up one. Don't do it. Okay, all right, good. So pass them around or come get them. Jason's gonna start the clock and we're gonna rock.
We're gonna start the clock. Hey, let's count it down, everybody who is watching this. We're gonna count down from 5. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chefs are off. They've got 45 minutes. Appreciate them. Give them a big round of applause. Let's meet some of our judges for this event. First of all, this guy, I don't know if you know, but we've got, I mean, everybody is royalty, right? But this guy's some chef royalty that we have in the house here at Fayetteville Roots Festival this year. Sean O'Neill, he was the winner of Master Chef Season 7 on Fox with Gordon Ramsay. Hey, Sean, talk to us, man. We're at Fayetteville Roots Festival. We're having a good time out here. I'm sure you judge competitions like this, and you've been in competitions yourself. So talk to us about that sort of experience.
You know, it's tough under the pressure. You gotta, especially with a mystery ingredient. You know, that's half of MasterChef is mystery box challenges. So being quick on your feet and being able to adapt with what's left in the market pantry is going to be so important in this competition. You know, building big flavors in a short amount of time, that's going to be a big one. And then not tripping over the snake in the grass. You know, there's some ingredients up here that may not cook in the amount of time that they have, so you have to avoid those ingredients completely and make sure you focus on things that you can actually get done in the allotted time frame.
That is awesome, Sean. He's a really great guy if you haven't got a chance to visit with him. He also has his book, which is going to be one of our prizes, actually, a signed copy of his book, My Modern American Table, and you can pick that up. Really cool stuff. We're going to be checking in with our chefs, our competitor chefs, and our judges chef throughout this competition. Chefs, just so you know, we're keeping track of time. We're already 5 minutes into the competition. You got 40 minutes left, 40 minutes left to complete your dishes. Eric Webb, Bentonville, Arkansas, Casey Copeland, Hot Springs. Hey, man, you got a lot of stuff. It's looking really great. What direction are you headed here? What's happening?
He's going to handle the protein. I got a nice little charred corn salad, some fresh chilies and herbs, with a little bit of lemon zest, and we're going to make a nice salad for that. And we got some garnish we're working on. I'm not just quite sure yet. So
cool. I love it. I love that you're not exactly sure of the direction, but that's how these things go, right? Hey, Eric, if you had one word to describe how you feel at this moment, what one word would you pick?
Delicious.
Oh, you feel delicious. That's my boy over here. Big delicious Eric Webb. I'm coming over to you guys. Chef Brent Hale, Justice Mall, what's happening? You got a lot happening. Your team 2 over here. What's going on?
There's nothing second about us, man. We're team number 1 all the way here.
Oh, he's got some confidence over here. He's saying they might be drawn number 2, but they are team number 1. Obviously, you're cutting the greens. You got a lot going on, and these look like some peppers. So I'm assuming you're headed in kind of a spicy direction.
Yeah, you can never go wrong with a little bit of heat. So we're going to throw some of that in there. A little heat, a little sweet, a little sour. It's going to be tremendous.
Tremendous from the winning team. Hey, Ann, AK, you just got paired together like 30 minutes ago, and you're already creating something amazing. And I don't want to get close to – both of them have giant knives, so I'm scared to talk to them right now. AK, what's happening? What are you working on?
So we got some dinosaur meat, and we're going to pair it with a nice, like, prehistoric bouquet of greens that don't exist yet. And so it's going to be a surprise. It's going to be a Paleolithic, delicious experience.
I can tell that they're holding things close to the vest right now. They don't want to let their chef competitors know what's happening with their dinosaur meat. I do love that I see just a nice bottle of liquor right in front of you. I'm wondering what you're going to do with that in that dish. Hey, guys, over here, what's happening? Austin, Texas, Sidewalk. Has anybody eaten at Sidewalk in Rogers? Oh, my gosh, we love it. We love it. So, man, you guys got a lot of ingredients happening. That looks delicious. What are you doing over there with that? Reed?
Well, I'm decorating our table with a pineapple, and we're doing a little bit of like a grilled sweet potato and apple chutney, charred eggplant puree, and we're just rocking some massive flavors on top of this lamb.
Rocking some massive flavors. I think that should be like the name of a band, Rocking Massive Flavors. Hey, how you doing? How you holding up? What do you feel like right now?
I'm just trying to figure it out, piece it all together.
You got to piece it all together, right? Because you were just given this ingredient. You got to work in some lamb. What's that like? You kind of come in with like maybe an idea, and then you're hit with the protein, and you kind of got to take a curve and piece it together. What is that like? What does that do on your brain?
Well, we were hoping for some fish. We got meat instead. So we're working with something different, but we're going to make it happen.
I love it. Hoping for fish. They got a different kind of meat instead, but they're working with it. They're rolling with it. They're having a good time. Let's come up here and talk to our judges. We're just moving down the line here. We're going to talk to Chef Josh Walters. Now, Chef, I wonder if you could talk to us about what's going through our competitors' brains right now. They're obviously early on in the competition. They've got to put together a plate really quickly. What are they thinking? What were you thinking last year?
I mean, for me, it was initially you have this inherent nervousness that kind of overtakes you, and then you kind of look at your ingredients, you kind of look at what the prospects of the processes and the ingredients that you have in front of you and the flavor profiles that you want to create, and you kind of just have to focus on execution from that point. I mean, 45 minutes is inherently difficult just because of the time frame, especially when you're given a piece of meat that needs to be, trimmed, cut, processed, and then served onto the plate. It's just an inherently difficult process. So, I mean, all the credit to these guys. They're doing a fantastic job so far.
Chefs, 30 minutes, half an hour left. If you don't know Jason, he's an amazing chef. There was a restaurant for a little while in downtown Rogers called Heirloom, and then it went away, but it's going to come back, right? So talk to us, Jason.
Yeah, so Heirloom was open for a couple of years in downtown Rogers. It was kind of a fine dining, but we played like Kendrick Lamar at full volume. And we're going to be open again hopefully sometime in November in a space that will be a mixed-use building, 100-year-old building with a bunch of other really cool people, Onyx Coffee, a really, really cool space. So look for us, and we'll be posting online at Heirloom AR on Instagram and also on Facebook. And also, I've judged the cocktail competition. So are these actually words that I'm saying?
I want to come over here and talk about this orange peel. I saw orange peel coming out and then redirected. Where were you guys going initially with the orange peel, and why did you kind of eliminate that and head off in a different way?
So we were looking for some bitterness and a sauce for a light seafood dish, and we didn't get any freaking seafood. So yeah, Yeah, we pulled it out to see what it tasted like, and yeah, it's like eating rocks. So yeah, I don't think we have any time to poach any rocks right now. So yeah, no more orange peel. Yeah.
So you guys had a kind of a preconceived notion of what you guys were going to get in the mystery basket? Dude, you can't do that. You can't do that.
We were trying to match up each other's like styles, and he's doing Thai, I do Tex-Mex, and and also we thought this was like appetizer round, but yeah, no, this is entree. We're going straight to the lamb chop. So
yeah, there's only one round on this one. It's do or die on this. So what's in your lamb mix, your lamb marinade here?
So we got some paprika, cumin, garlic powder, black powder, and Dijon mustard, and a little bit of lime juice.
Okay, cool. Sounds delicious. Sad you guys didn't go with the orange peel. I kind of wanted to see where that played out, right? And an AK, I'm coming for you. What we got going on? I'm right here, brother. Oh, I'm right here. All right, so I see some type of a slaw, salad, something.
Pineapple, a grilled pineapple, apple, herb, and wildflower salsa.
What's your acid in there to make sure those apples don't brown?
We got lemongrass and lime juice.
Okay, cool. And what are you working on over here? This looks like the fat.
It is. I'm about to render that down and throw it into our sauteed veggie medley.
Okay. In the veggies, I love a woman that puts beef in the veggies or lamb in the veggies, meat in the veggies, period. How you doing today?
Rocking it out, man. Living the dream.
Yeah. What are you guys making? I see some corn. It looks like some squash. Is that some squash in there?
We got little sweet potatoes, so we've kind of got a hash going on, one with peaches, and we got a judge that's got a peach allergy. Not sure how they make it through life with that, but so we got one without peach also.
Peach allergy in the South. Ouch. Okay. So I love that you're adapting to kind of adapt to a chef's allergies and stuff like that, or a judge's allergies and stuff like that. Is that going to throw you off?
No, not at all. We're just competing, putting them together side by side. One less ingredient. We're putting a little honey in this to add to that sweetness. But you can't get a vote from a judge if you kill them. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No. Thank you for that. It's not me, but how are you cooking off the lamb?
We're just doing
here. We're doing a pan sear on the lamb, get a nice crust on it. Doing a base with some butter, some aromatics with some rosemary and some thyme. Then we're going to use that pan jus to make a sauce with. We're going to use some of the rum they used in the bar cook-off competition, and do a jus with that. Add some butter at the end to make a nice sauce.
I love seeing the rum coming into play here. That's awesome. Nice pan sauce, a little bit of rum. That's going to bring a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of that oak barrely kind of casky flavor in there. That's a good route to go. Casey, come here, man. I'm going to drag you away for a second. What's going on? What do you have cooking? I see a cool-looking carrot right there. That's a cool-looking carrot. Look at that. Is that natural? That's a natural carrot. That's very awesome.
Yeah, so we're going to glaze these carrots with nice apple cider vinegar, a little bit of salt, honey, get a nice little char on them, get some color. It's going with the lamb. What he's got going over here with the protein, we have the grilled corn salsa with the fresh apple, gives some nice fresh acidic flavor to it.
Nice, okay.
3.5 minutes. I'm going to start counting you down on the 30 seconds. 3.5 minutes left, chefs. Chefs, we're down to 2 minutes. 2 minutes left to finish these dishes off. 2 minutes. Seconds, 5-0. We're almost done. 50 seconds. When we get to 5, we're going to count them down all together. All right, here we go, folks. Count it down with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. I love it. Love it.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, so we're going to make our way over here with your plates. That's team 1. Eric, Casey, let's go ahead and serve your dishes to our judges up here. So, Eric, you're right here. Talk to us. Talk to everybody. Talk to the judges. Tell them what they're going to experience.
Man, they're going to experience a beautiful flavor here. We got a little bit of sweetness with the lamb. Everybody knows lamb goes good with sweetness, right? We try to go medium rare lamb, hit it with a blueberry reduction. Chef did an awesome job on the veg over here. Tops it off with some micros. I think they're going to really enjoy this dish. Lots of flavor, packed with flavor, and cooked perfectly.
Awesome. Thank you, Eric. Casey, let's talk about, you did the veg. Talk to me about the veg.
I did that corn salsa with the apples, and we had the grilled squash, a little bit of tarragon and parsley, some nice sweetness, acidic lemon, and then we did with the carrots. We boiled them down, par-cooked them, then kissed them on the grill with a little bit of honey and apple cider vinegar.
That sounds delicious. Hey, let's give Team 1 a big round of applause. Judges look like they are tallying their scores, writing down their marks here. Sean?
It was good. I'm glad I tasted the whole dish after just the sauce, because the sauce needed the rest of the dish, right? It needed the rest of the dish. It was good. I wish I would have got a little more render on the fat on that lamb. It's a little chewy. It's a little. I mean, you can see it a little bit there, buddy. Like it's right there. It's close. It's just about to melt. It's just about to melt. But I mean, with your time constraints, you did a great job.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel like the carrot that I got was a little bit raw. I had quite a bit of raw chew through the actual core of it. I mean, I feel like I did get a bigger piece compared to the other judges. But I also completely agree with the lamb. We could have rendered that fat quite a bit more, but the cook on the interior is perfect. Like, the cooked on the interior is perfect. We could have just got a little bit more sear on that initial heat rather than that long-term heat. I love the use of the microgreens. I think the sauce, I like the balance between the sweet and the heat. I don't know if you were using like cayenne, or it kind of feels like a cayenne heat. You know, it's a back of the palate heat. Yeah, red chili pepper, absolutely. And I think the corn was a great addition to the dish. I think it kind of broke up the sweetness with kind of the starchy component of the corn, and also kind of gave you that pop, the essential kind of texture to the dish. So, I mean, overall, a pretty beautiful dish. I appreciate it.
Yeah, my comments kind of mirror his. Same thing, just a little harder sear on the lamb. It's a little tough, and it needs a little more crust. But the corn is nice, and it's not overcooked, which I appreciate, and it's seasoned well, so it tastes very good. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Give it up for Team 1 over here, everybody. Well done, guys. Team 2. Talk to us. You focused on the greens portion of this. Is that right? Let's talk to us about what you created.
Sure. So, I primarily focused on the hash element of it. It has a little bit of sweet potato, some grilled corn in there, a little bit of fresh jalapeno. What else? Some peach, except for our non-peach eater, and then just a little bit of salt, pepper, and just some real good yumminess.
Awesome. Thank you, Chef Brent. I love that you made exceptions for our non-peach eater. That's amazing. Obviously catering to the palates and the allergies of the people who are right here. Chef Justice Moll, what about the meat? What about the protein? Talk to us about that.
So I took this beautiful chop we had, Frenched it out, did a pan sear on it to try to get a nice crust, basted it a little bit. We used some of that very high content alcohol rum that y'all saw that flame earlier to deglaze with. Add a little butter, make a pan jus with it. The grilled peach, also part of the garnish, some crispy julienne carrots, and a little microgreen for garnish. There's a little bit of onion on top of the lamb chop as well that was braised in the sauce.
We cooked our hash down in a little bit of the rendered fat from the lamb itself. So
it sounds delicious. Obviously, I'm not eating it, sadly. But our judges up there seem to be having a good time with all of these meals. Yeah, so you can go back. You can hang out at your spot, and Sean's going to let us know. We'll start here with Jason, actually, work our way back down to Sean.
I mean, lamb was cooked well. Sauce tastes a little burnt, to be honest. Just slightly. It's seasoned well, though. Succotash has good heat, which I appreciate. And I appreciate the no peaches immensely. And overall, it's just the sauce is a little bitter, I think.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think the actual cook on my lamb was pretty good. I had a pretty good sear on the interior. I think the potato on the succotash could have used more caramelization to like bring out some more texture in the succotash itself. But I mean, the corn kind of compensates for that. But I agree, the sauce has a little bit of too much burnt material, almost like it was a fond pan sauce. And it just has too much of that burnt material off the bottom of the pan. But the peach was cooked spectacularly. I like the garnishes on the plate.
The lamb is cooked well. I do agree with Jason on the sauce. There's a little something bitter in there. My biggest issue is the sweet potatoes in the succotash. They're super mushy, and with the succotash, I think you want a little bit of bite, right? That's probably what you're going for, right? They're very mushy, but the lamb is cooked perfectly. The lamb itself is seasoned amazingly, and that's the secret ingredient. You know, that's what we're working with here. So, I think it's it's done well. It's just that sweet potato in there that's getting me. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks. Let's give a big round of applause. Team 2 over here. Man, this is a really pretty dish. There's a lot of colors in that. Let's talk to us. What did you create? What was your portion of this dish?
Well, we kind of all worked together, but I did the succotash portion and the marinade on the lamb, and then there's like a gravy finished with that marinade on top. And this wonderful guy decided to throw in the petals from the flowers on our table, which I thought was a really creative addition to our dish.
Yeah, AK. So, AK, what was your contribution to this dish?
I chopped a lot of the vegetables, and I threw the fruit on the grill and the meat on the grill, so kind of did the grilling portion of things.
I'm curious, if you were to give this dish like a title, what would you call it? What are our judges experiencing right now?
Maybe like a farmside garden explosion.
Farmside garden explosion. I want to have that on the menu like tomorrow.
I think we're starting to encounter the same issues, right? And we're encountering the same issues because it's a short time frame, right? Sear on the lamb is pretty bad, right? Sear on the lamb's rough. Fat reduction is pretty bad. But your flavors are amazing, right? We've got a good texture on the succotash. I like that a lot. Time constraints are such a pain in the butt when it comes to cooking competitions, and it shows up in certain places, and one of those places was the sear on the lamb for you guys, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree with Sean. The sear on my lamb was decent, but I still had that huge rendered fat cap over the top that wasn't rendered, so you kind of have to take off of the dish. I do like to use the pineapple, but I don't really feel like it played super well with the sweet potato and then the kind of the sauce that was on the bottom of the dish. And I mean, I know my sauce did separate a little bit, but I still have some separated sauce, and I have some sauce that was just kind of over-oiled from the initial saute of the vegetables. So I did have a decent amount of oil on the plate, but I mean the flavors are there. You have good herbaceousness, you have good sweetness from the corn, good earthiness from the potato, good sweetness from the pineapple. Just the actual technique on the lamb itself. And then was there a rendered pork product or something inside of the actual hash itself? Yeah, so I think that could have been rendered a little bit more to kind of get more texture into the hash, because I think that was kind of the concept behind rendering something and putting it into the hash was for the texture component. But I feel like that could have been rendered just a little bit longer. But otherwise, pretty delicious.
I mean, I agree with their comments. I did like the texture of the hash a little better. It wasn't overcooked, a lot of good herbs. I thought it needed more salt, and there was a lot of like corn silt in mine, which I know just kind of is a byproduct of time. But overall, I agree with their comments. I think it was pretty solid. The pineapple got a little weird, but I do think the texture of the hash was good overall. So thank you.
Let's hear it for Team 3. And AK, thank you so much. All right, let's bring up the final meal. So our judges, they are powering through this final dish. Hey guys, let's talk. Reed, share with us about this dish. What did you guys create?
So we've just got a pan-roasted lamb with a eggplant puree, some sautéed daikon radish, and a grilled sweet potato and apple chutney.
Man, it sounds delicious. Again, everything you described to me sounds great. Yeah, there you go, right? Yeah. Okay, Sean, Sidewalk, Rogers, Arkansas, you contributed to this team as well. What did you do?
So I was in charge of the meat. We threw it on the grill to get some smoke on there and a nice crust. And then we let it rest for a few minutes. And then we threw it in the pan with some butter and some thyme.
Yeah, overall, I thought it was good. I thought I liked the vinegar or whatever that was and the puree. I thought it needed more salt, honestly. The radish had no seasoning whatsoever. But I liked that you added an acidic component, and I also liked that you did something besides just put a lamb chop on a plate. I liked that you cut it up, and I liked that the hash was not overcooked. It had texture. Like, I could actually put some bite on it. I think overall, maybe a sauce or something, and maybe some, like, coarse salt on top of the lamb would really have set it off, something crunchy and salty. But overall, I thought it was, I like what you did. So, thanks.
Yeah, I think the overall texture of the dish was appeasing. I like that you actually had caramelization on the hash, which is something we haven't seen with any of the other hashes so far. The meat was cooked perfectly. It had the fat trimmed off. You know, it wasn't on the bone. It was really easy to consume. And the puree had enough acidity to kind of carry the dish, but I completely agree. It definitely needed a sauce of some sort. Like some sort of sauce, even if it was like a mustard reduction, something with white wine, something with butter, something to add a little bit more fat to the dish, because I feel like that was the only thing, since you cut that fat off the back, yeah. If you did some of the acidity from like mustard or from some of the fat of the dish, it would have taken it over the top. But I think the execution was perfect, the cook on the meat was perfect, the caramelization on the vegetables was perfect, just overall pretty good dish.
What's in the eggplant? Oh, wow, that got really loud with me. Damn, I project that much? Jeez. What's in the eggplant puree? What's on the radishes? That's it? No pickling, no nothing? So I thought it was pretty well composed. Your decision to trim the lamb and serve it sliced was absolutely the best decision you made today. Absolutely the best decision you made today. I think it was really good. There was a little bit of vinegar overpowering things, right? But I think I love vinegar too. I love vinegar too. No, I like it too. I disagree on the succotash. I think it was a little squishy. But I do think a little soft on your sweet potato or carrot or apple. Yeah, the apple was super soft. But great presentation, and I think you guys did a great job. Awesome, great.
Give Team 4 a big round of applause. All right, here it is, the moment we waited for. We're going to announce our winners. Everybody's going home with something, but these PK Grills are going home with our first place team. Jeremy Grothrop's going to tell you about it.
We're just going to get down to this so they can hit it. In fourth place, winning a little bit of swag, your selection of a couple books, a 6-pack, and a group hug. Five-pack. Okay. Is team number 2, Justice and Brent. In third place, coming next, winning some more swag and books and things, which we'll dole out later, is team 3, AK and Ann. Clap, 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 clap.
Well done. Let them know. Let them know.
Okay. We'll do second, which makes obviously the first one. But in second place, with a super close score, was Eric and Casey. Which makes our winners Reed, Fatek, and Sean.
Awesome stuff, everybody. Give our 6 one more big round of applause. Take all the pictures, post to social media, go eat some food with Crescent Dragon Wagon, go enjoy the sounds of Braun J, and we'll see you next year at the 2019 Pro Chef Cook-Off Competition.